Except for that garage next door. What? A-L-O-N. Alon. Oh, I wonder if this place is even there. I mean, even if it is this the house where Bobbie is hiding Gavin?
The answer to that is yes, young man. I will take both you and your tricycle to the park later. Come here. But, first I've got some few chores to do around the house. You'll just have to be patient for a little while, okay?
Oh, good morning.
Good morning.
You and Adam are out early. What are you doing?
Well, I went to look in the pantry and realized there was nothing there, so there's nobody at the market this early. So Adam and I took a walk.
Oh, I see. I bet Adam was a real big help to you, huh? Weren't you, sweetheart?
He's terrific. Do you know he has the ability to pick every item off the shelves that have absolutely no nutritional value?
Well, maybe that's because he's too young to read labels.
Were there any phone calls?
Oh, yeah, 2 of them. One was from Mrs. Goodman, and she said that she's going to be here this afternoon with all her luggage.
Oh, great. Which reminds me, I've got to make sure her room is ready.
Oh. And the other was from an employment agency. I don't recall the name. Something about a secretary.
Yes, I'm hiring an executive secretary. Geraldine suggested it since I'm going to be running the news station now.
Oh.
Did they leave any message?
Yeah, they want you to see somebody. Her name is right here. Nora Fulton. I don't know, they want to know when and where you can see her.
Well, since I'll be working at home as much as at the station, I might as well call them and tell them to send her on over here.
That's a good idea.
Maybe you could stick around and give me your opinion.
Can I ask for something?
Sure, come on with me.
No, I don't think so. I have to go out for a little while.
Oh, okay. See you later.
Okay. It's time to take care of a few things.
Shine. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. Good morning. Oh. Come on, wake up, you sleepyheads.
What's going on, Sharkey?
Sun's up, baby. I don't know about you guys, but this boy's hungry. Why don't you just hustle me up some food, pop me open some beers, get me some cigarettes. No, cigars, I want cigars. Havanas. I want Havanas.
We don't have any cigars. We don't have any beers.
Oh. Well, that's easy. Yeah, well, why don't you just go out and buy some? There must be a 24-hour joint open around here.
Oh, great. With my money?
Yeah, what else?
True to form,
Hey, just get going, okay? Just get going. And if you really want to, you can pick up something for you and your fugitive friend.
Oh, your generosity never ceases to amaze me.
Yeah. Oh, listen, Bobbie. Don't try to do anything stupid while you're on the outside.
Oh, don't worry. I don't think I can go to Rio with what I've got.
Yeah, well, don't as much as say hello to anybody. And you get back here real fast. Because at the first sign of trouble, I put a bullet right through your boyfriend's brain.
Sharkey, be cool, okay?
He's bluffing, Bobbie.
Tell him, Bobbie. Tell him if I'm bluffing.
Sharkey will do just what he says.
He's just talking tough.
Gavin, listen to me. I know him. Sharkey's not smart enough to bluff.
Hey, don't say that about me. I don't understand how you can say something like that after all we've meant to each other. So good, so good. You take your paws off me, you ape!
It's okay, I'm all right.
Sit down, sit down. Sit, boy. messing with a shark. Bad for the health.
You just like you got that gun.
I got that gun. Now, rule number 2 is let's be nice to each other. I mean, we're in this together. So the least we can do is be nice. Now get moving!
Me to authorize a tale on Jody Travis?
We'll be very discreet.
I don't know, Tyler. I don't know.
Look, Chief, unless Gavin Wiley turns himself in, this is probably going to be the only way we can get our hands on him. Well, you're obviously not too thrilled with the idea.
No,
So, can I interrupt?
Yes?
Come on in, Miles. What do you got?
You wanted the results of the Palmer autopsy right away, so here it is. It was poisoning, just as we thought.
I'll give it to the officers in charge.
Well, should my ears be burning?
No? Why do you say that?
Well, it doesn't look like the two of you are going to utter a syllable until I get out of here.
We were talking about the Gavin Wiley case.
Is there any news on that?
Well, I was just suggesting to the chief that we put your sister-in-law under surveillance.
You think she'd lead you to Gavin?
Well, he's not too hot on it anyway.
What do you think of Tyler's suggestion?
Well, I appreciate your asking me, but, I don't know that it would do any good.
Well, I'm not crazy about the idea, Miles, but I've run into a blank wall trying to find these
Look,
two.
why can't you dig into Bobbie Gerard's background? I mean, maybe she has friends or family that are sheltering them.
I run her name through every computer available to us. Nothing comes out. Her mother died 5 years ago, and there is no other family.
We've touched all the bases, Doc.
Oh, listen, before I forget, I completed an autopsy on Gunther Wagner last night. The pathology will take a few days, of course, but thought you might want to look over my preliminary notes and made a copy of them.
Anything unusual in here?
No, it's just what you've already heard from the depth and angle penetration of the bullet, plus the fact that there were no powder burns around the entry wound. The first ME's assumption was correct.
So the bullet was fired from about 10 to 12 feet.
Is anything in here that would make us think a struggle took place?
No, not really. Be inconsistent with those findings.
Inconsistency seems to be in Gavin Wiley's alibi. He's lying to cover up the fact that he purposely fired that
I
gun.
just can't accept that, not yet.
Didn't seem like that kind of guy to me either, Miles, but I can't ignore these facts.
If he did shoot Gunther, I just can't believe that he did it deliberately, any more than I deliberately let him bleed to death.
No, you can't compare those two. Nobody believes that.
Oh, yeah? Just a few thousand newspaper readers, huh?
Doing here?
Well, look, you said you were going to practice every minute. You know, the big opening is only 2 days away.
What's the matter? Are you afraid I will put your husband down?
Well, of course not. I know you would never do anything like that.
Your confidence in me makes me feel so much better.
Look, Martine, I don't mind that you're in my husband's company.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear that.
I just don't want to see you in his company, if you understand what I mean.
Put your insecurities to rest, Mrs. Whitney. Your husband has no attraction for me.
Maybe. But I know your type. You don't like to be without a man.
You are very boring, and you are wasting my time.
Let's see. You don't have Gavin. You don't have Sky anymore. So who is the big flame in your life?
I think I have better things to do than discuss my private life with you.
Let me take a guess. Could it be your photographer friend, Carlo Crown?
All right. If you don't leave, Mrs. Whitney, I won't be able to practice. And if I don't practice, I won't be the great success you wish for your husband.
He's real attractive, isn't he?
All right. I will be doing stretching exercises in my dressing room.
He's also a very good photographer. You know, he took some really beautiful pictures of me. Took some good pictures of the wedding, too.
Just shut the stage door on your way out.
Keep up the good work. Bye. Well, it looks like I'm going to have to get some pictures taken again.
think I've always thought of myself as a performer rather than an executive. But, you know, there really is a lot more to being a news broadcaster than just reading lines on a monitor.
I am sure there is. But I'm going to be honest with you, Mrs. Kavanaugh. I really don't know much about your business. I mean, for instance, are you going to be working out of the studio?
Well, I'll be there every afternoon, of course, but I'll work just as much at home as I do there.
That's what they told me at the employment office, and that's why they thought that I might be very good for the job, even if I didn't have any experience in the broadcasting field.
I'm afraid I don't understand exactly.
Well, I've worked mostly with people in private homes.
Oh.
People very much in your situation. People who do their business mostly at home. Do you know, Peter Forrester?
No, I'm afraid not.
He's a writer. He was a writer. He wrote books on science and archaeology, and he's dead now, I'm sorry to say, but I worked with him for a couple of years.
Was he your last employer?
Before that, I worked with a private foundation run by a man named Walter Giverson. I was with Mr. Giverson for almost 3 years, helping him manage the foundation's trust fund. I really enjoyed giving money away.
Yes, I bet that would be fun. Tell me, were there families in these homes?
Oh, yes. Mr. Giverson's son and daughter-in-law lived there, as well as their 2 children.
Well, the reason I ask is obvious, of course, because I have a family.
If you don't mind my saying it myself, I did learn the gentle art of getting along with the family and still getting my job done.
Well, you answered my question before I even had to ask it. And very well, too. So, I see that you do typing and shorthand, all those good things.
I don't want to deceive you about the shorthand. I did so little of it that I'm probably very rusty.
Well, that really doesn't matter.
Okay.
Well, what do you think about this job? Now, I can promise you one thing, that it'll be totally unpredictable, because the news business always is.
Frankly, Mrs. Kavanaugh, I think this job sounds absolutely wonderful, and I'd be very happy if you agreed to hire me, even on a trial basis.
Oh, Jody, I want you to meet Nora Fulton. Miss Fulton, this is my sister, Jody Travis. As you can see, everybody in this family has a different name.
I'm very happy to meet you, Miss Travis.
Nice meeting you too, Nora. Listen, I'm not going to be able to stay around. I'm going out for a little while. I have some things to take care of. It was nice meeting you.
Jody, just a minute. Are you all right?
Yeah, well, aside from my nerves being shot, I'm just fine.
Jody, ever since last night, there's been something so secretive about your behavior.
I guess I'm just afraid.
What are you afraid of?
I'm worried about Gavin and you and Niles.
What is that supposed to mean?
It means I'm wondering how long it's going to be before you and Miles feel you have to go to the police and tell them where Gavin is hiding.
Jody, we really don't know that much to tell the police when you get right down to it. All we know is that Bobbie and Gavin are staying at Bobbie's mother's house, wherever that is.
Yes, wherever that is. Look, I'll see you later, okay? Bye.
Whitney, what a surprise.
Hi, what are you doing here? Are you going to buy tickets for the opening?
Actually, I was thinking of going.
Well, don't go to the box office. If you want tickets, call me or call my husband.
For sure, okay. It's very thoughtful. Well, this is quite an impressive billboard. What's it say on the marquee? Whitney Dance Company, featuring Martine Duval. You know, the last time I came by here, Jody Travis' name was in the lights. When did the change take place?
Oh, a couple of days ago.
That's cutting it pretty close, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is.
Well, I better be getting back to work. Take care.
Well, wait a minute. I just wanted to tell you that I'm really happy that you and my husband are getting along.
Where did you hear that?
Well, I know that the two of you had a talk about someone that you both knew.
Jefferson Brown.
Right.
Well, what did your husband tell you about his good buddy, Jeff?
Not much. When he talks about him, he has those memories about the plane crash, and it's painful for him, so I don't bring it up.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. You know, your husband was very fortunate to have survived that plane crash. Jeff Brown wasn't quite so fortunate, was he? Bye, Mrs.
Bye.
You are making too much of that article.
The story implies that the money you're about to inherit from your father was obtained illegally. Now, doesn't that bother you?
Yes, it bothers me.
but it just doesn't do any good to stew over.
We still ought to talk to Mike about this. See if he can find some way to soothe him.
Hauling the Monticello Star to court is only going to keep the allegations on the front page, Kelly, and that is the last thing I want.
Well, the least we can do is confront the editor of the Monticello Star, make him print a retraction.
The story was very carefully written. Will you hold this for me?
Sure.
There's a reasonable amount of innuendo, but there's nothing in it that says that all of the money that I'll be receiving is from illegal sources.
I wish you weren't inheriting any money at all.
Well, I wish there wasn't common knowledge, but Daddy leaving me that money is his way of saying that he loved me.
Yeah, but money changes people.
You like me the way I am.
That's right.
Sweet. Corny, but sweet.
Well, you'll think differently when you're a millionaire.
Well, I have no intention of thinking differently or changing my lifestyle. No matter what my bank account reads, and no matter how much other people expect it.
Look, there's a whole new world waiting for you out there.
Yeah, I'll be receiving a whole new set of proposals. Let's see, to invest in oil wells, travel around the world, buy the Brooklyn Bridge.
Get married. What would you say to a marriage proposal?
I would say, marriage proposal, thank you, but no thank you.
No matter who it was from?
Kelly, I'm 21 years old. I enjoy being single, and I'm devoted to my career. Oh, yes, someday I'll want to be a wife and mother. But I don't see it happening for several years.
Yeah, I guess I feel the same way right now.
And I bet you play the field plenty in the meantime.
Right now, the field is narrowed to one.
Oh, you look like you're posing for the cover of a romance novel.
Mrs. Whitney, I wasn't expecting you.
I came to see Carlo. Did you lock him in the dark room?
No, he's out scouting location.
Oh, well, will you give him a message for me?
Certainly.
Would you tell him to call me because I'd like to talk to him?
As soon as he walks through the door.
Thank you. Oh, Kelly, you're a friend of Gavin. Have you heard any new developments?
No, all I know is what I read in the newspapers and see on TV, Mrs. Whitney.
Oh, I bet Gavin is probably basking under the sun in some foreign country by now.
I know Gavin pretty well. I tend to doubt that.
Oh, well, I'm not blaming him. I'd do the same thing if I was wanted for murder. Well, carry on.
I'm not hungry. Somehow I look at your face and it just ruins my appetite.
Come on, I love my face. A minute, come on. Yeah. All it means is more food for me. You did real good with these sandwiches, Bobbie. Next time, remember that I like it with extra mayo.
I'll make a note of it.
Yeah. That's your beef cruising grub, I can tell you that. Hey, with any luck, you're not gonna get a chance to find out, pal. Whoops. You're not saying very much, are you? What's the matter, cat got your tongue? Huh? Oh, no, I got it. You don't like to talk with your mouth full. You got a really classy boyfriend. He's a real gentleman. Hey, look, take some advice, all right?
Sharkey, he's trying to do something.
Do something. You want to wait? Just do that double reverse thing that you do, you know?
Give me something to drink!
You just stay right where you are. Now get your hands up so I can see them. Get them up!
Hey, why don't you take your finger off that trigger? We don't want any accidents to happen, you know?
Gavin, let's just go. Let's get out of here. Come on.
Bobbie, I want you to go down to the corner phone booth and call the cops. We're gonna have them all pick us up right here.
Gavin, I can't.
Don't do an unfriendly thing like that. Now, if the cops get their hands on me, I'm good for another 5 years in the slammer.
Oh, I feel really bad about
Come on, man, live and let live. I was gonna let you guys go, man. All I wanted was a little company.
Go on, Bobbie.
Go do it! Don't send me back to jail. Man, you just talk your boyfriend out of doing his good deed for the day. for old time's sake.
Gavin!
Jody!
The wheels just keep turning and turning and turning. Thanks a lot, baby. You came just in the nick of time.